What timing to say is pushing the wrong button. Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the TRRC. We are resuming our public hearings this morning. Before we continue, may I ask our religious leaders to offer some prayers, please. Imam, you have the floor. Imam Jallo.
أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله ربنا لهذا وما كنا لنهتدي لولا أن هدينا الله الأول والآخر والزاخر والباطن يا ربنا لك الحمد كما ينبغي وجلال وجهك وعظيم سلطانك وصلى الله على سيدنا محمد خاتم النبيين وإمام المرسلين ربنا اغفر لنا ذنوبنا وكفر عنا سيئاتنا وتوفنا مع الأبرار سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون وسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين آمين.
Thank you. Shukran, Imam Jallo. Bishop, you have the floor, please.
Thank you, Chairman. In the name of the Blessed Trinity, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, gracious and eternal Father of the nation, the Gambia, we continue to thank you for your love, your protection, your divine mercy and healing over this nation, the Gambia, during this period of COVID-19. You have been with us throughout this period, and you continue to be with us, to aid us, to take us to heights, and the proper heights where we ought to be. And we continue to ask us, we continue to observe social distances and all the necessary health remedies, that you will keep this nation healthy. And we continue to ask for the TRRC as we reopen our public hearings today. We pray for all who will be coming before the Commission to testify, that you will grant them to be able to speak the truth, and you grant the Commission the discerning spirit to decipher between truth and falsehood, knowing that you are the ultimate judge, the one who will come to judge the acts of all humankind. This we ask through Christ our Lord. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Bishop. Before we continue, I will read a short statement on behalf of the Commission. On 29 April 2020, on behalf of the Commissioners, I presented them to the Attorney General and the Minister of Justice the interim report of the Commission for transmittal to the President. It would be recalled that pursuant to Section 14(4)A of the TRRC Act 2017, the Commission is required, after 1 year of its establishment, to submit to the President of the Republic of the Gambia an interim report detailing its activities. The interim report accordingly focused only on the activities of the TRRC during the first 12 months of its existence. It did not contain any findings or recommendations. These would be made in the final report of the Commission. On Tuesday, March 18th, 2002, only 2 days into our 13th session, the TRRC suspended its public hearings. During that session, only 2 witnesses appeared before the Commission. The total number of witnesses appearing before the Commission since the commencement of the public hearings on January 7th, 2019, is now 219. The witnesses included 54 women, 40 perpetrators, alleged perpetrators, and adversely mentioned persons, as well as some expert witnesses. 25 Gambian diaspora witnesses had also testified via video link. This 14th summer session, which we start today, will begin with institutional hearings on the prison system and the violations of the rights of inmates and detainees. The outbreak of the coronavirus pandemic brought normal life to a grinding halt around the world. The government of the Gambia, like other governments, instituted a lockdown and ordered observance of measures relating to public gatherings, public health regulations, and the social distancing protocols. After nearly 12 weeks of observing the lockdown measures and not knowing how long the state of emergency declared by the government would last, the Commission consulted and received guidance from the Minister of Justice with a view to exploring the possibility of the Commission resuming its public hearings. We all agreed that the public hearings could resume with the understanding that the relevant public regulations and social distancing norms will continue to be observed. While we self-isolated during the lockdown, the TRRC continued work, albeit in a limited way, on the interests of and matters relating to the victims of the Jammeh era. Our victim support and research and investigations units were particularly active during the lockdown, registering and collecting statements from witnesses and offering continued support to those victims who need it. These victims could not and will not be forgotten. Some have come before the Commission to narrate their suffering at the hands of the agents of the state. Their narratives symbolize the experience endured by many others who could not, for one reason or another, come to testify before the Commission. This is the unfortunate recent history of the Gambia that we all have had to come to terms with. The TRRC will remain a victim-centered institution. It would not have come into existence without the victims. We cannot betray their hopes and expectations for a new Gambia free from fear, injustice, and the horrors inflicted on the Gambian people by the Jammeh regime. We are aware that the public is keenly interested in the Commission's work on reparations. As of now, the TRRC continues to offer interim reparations in the form of livelihood support, medical and educational assistance, and employment opportunities to victims. The Victim Support Unit is also working closely with the Reparations Summer Committee to offer continued support to the victims currently in Turkey for medical treatment. Meanwhile, the Commission is doing all it can to ensure that work on the reparations rules and regulations is expedited and that monetary reparations are rolled out as soon as possible. At this point, we wish to remind the public that the main themes remaining on the Commission's work plan, including, you will recall that we had indicated this during the last session, they include the following. One, the former president's HIV, AIDS, and other diseases alternative treatment program. Two, enforced disappearances. 3, the case of the 44 Ghanaians and other West African migrants who were killed in the Gambia in July 2005. 4, the April 2016 incidents involving the NIA and resulting in the death in custody of UDP member Solo Sandeng. 5, institutional hearings on the National Intelligence Agency, NIA, the judiciary, the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency. 6, additional hearings on sexual and gender-based violence. And 7, the Junglers Part 2. In view of the loss of 2 weeks of public hearings as a result of the lockdown, the Commission intends to conclude its summer public hearings during the last rather than the first week of October. And as and when required, occasional public hearings may be convened as work proceeds on the final report. Finally, the TRRC continues to call upon all victims and all witnesses with important information to please come forward and share their stories. While not all witnesses who give statements can testify, every statement collected will assist us in producing a true historical record of human rights violations that occurred in this country between July 1994 and January 2017. As usual, we begin this 14th session by seeking the continued blessings and the support of the public. Thank you very much. That's the end of the statement on behalf of the commissioners. Council, are we ready with this morning's witness? If we are, please proceed.
Good morning, Mr. Chairman, commissioners, members of the audience here present. We are, as usual, ready to proceed, and the witness is being ushered in. Even though this witness may want to speak in English, I would ask that we also have Mandinka interpretation, not just for him, but also for a lot of the Gambian public who are at home and watching on television. And perhaps maybe we would alternate languages whenever the witness intends to speak in the English language. As is seen here, most of the staff, people present here, apart from the core staff of the TRRC, are also support staff who are relevant and important to this hearing. So there is no public or public audience as such being present here. So everybody would be watching from the televisions, and perhaps for that reason too, we can have interpretation in the Mandinka language for today. The witness is being ushered in at the moment. Mr. Chair, thank you.
I, Ansumana Manneh,
I, Ansumana Manneh,
do swear that
I
I'll speak the truth,
will speak the truth,
the whole truth, and nothing but the truth.
and nothing but the truth.
So help me God.
So help me God.
Please be seated, Mr. Witness, and welcome to the TRRC. Mr. Chair.
TRRC.
Mr. Chair, as indicated in your opening statement, we are taking a new theme this morning, which is the institutional hearing on the Gambia Prison Authority. And that is why we are having our first witness today, who is the Commissioner General or Director General of the prisons. Welcome, sir, to the TRRC.
Bismillah, TRRC.
Thank you.
As I would do with most witnesses, we would inform them of the basic rules. There is an obligation on the part of all witnesses to speak the truth before the commission. Any false statement uttered here, especially a statement on the oath, would attract a criminal sanction. It is a criminal offense under the laws of this country to lie on the oath or to lie before the commission. So any such conduct would attract a sanction.
Kuma sotobali wo kuma sotobali fota jang womukuleti menni sartolu manta nyola andumbu ya sabu puru ye kali yena kuma sotobalo fo kali wo kono kule motime ya lonko anin banko lualu manta nyola woto momandi yo baroke isa lonko ase keno ye kuluro lekang luala karola ko sartolu ya itandi nyame.
Of course, it goes without saying that we expect that you would speak the truth and the whole truth.
Amboto jiko balako ibe tonya le fola andu ibe tonya da manne fola.
Well, once again, welcome.
Otake mbe bismillah ndila TRRC.
And let me just give you a brief outline of what I would wish to discuss with you before you start formally testifying.
Mbatunga itandila mbela fila na kachabe tarambulo menna nga aboye nyoto janimbe dunna diamo nyinkono follow.
Yes, first of all, I would like to talk about your background, that is your education and your progression in the force.
Follow mbela fila purkete fongola kibaro banke wolem ila duko I palaso bulata nyono manyaming ila duko tamata nyaming ila duko bunda kono.
The structure of the prison service.
Aning prison doku bunda wolem kaso doku bunda la kolu belari nyono manyaming.
The procedures for admission of people into the prison.
Ekataram bulo lumenuta prune monati menyanta dunna kaso la nyanta la kolu la nyaming.
The purposes of prisons and how the prison has been discharging that responsibility. That is the issue of rehabilitation.
Kaso dalilo mumenti aning wokolu kanoma sata nyaming wolem prune momuta yanati kaso la inyanta mari kulula nyaming prae tiling.
And then we go into the core issues, which is the prisons, the problems that existed in the prisons between 1994 and December 2016, or better still, January 2017.
Woto silang kola be nsina lundia mo kono kole ya kolu menu soton takaso doku bundala kolu lata je nyaming ka damuta 1994 July kana hanifo 2016 December wala January karo kono 2017 sango kono wo wuche o kachabe kala wolela.
And amongst the problems we would discuss include the following.
Andumbe kole ya kolu menu kachala je mbina wole satala tenke konti.
One is the use of the prison as punishment.
Follow kakasoke mo tora bundati kamulu kuluke tora.
Against political opponents.
Meni alonko wulumu politiko nyo sabanyo leti.
The denial of medical attention.
Aning ikamolu bali jara rola dalilo lumenu kan kasola.
Tribalism within the prison service.
Aning ikasifatan fanso men tamandi kaso bundalula.
The use of the security wing and to punish prisoners and the bad conditions of that wing.
Bunda me ka fay security wing wala mtankada bunda membe kaso kono aning ika mantoro mella molu kan wo bunda la pour que kijote.
The poor diet of the prisons.
Anin domori saharing sotobalia kaso kono.
And the theft by prison officers of the rations that are meant for prisoners.
anin kasola kolla domoro nyanta kala meniti kasola bunda la kantarla nindo kulalu menno kawo domori fengulu sunya
the conditions of the cells,
anin selolu ka molu dundi wo sel bungulu men kono wulu be taranya façon mento
and that is for both remand, security wing, and sorry, the general listing. How do you call it again? The main yard.
Abolem nyinti eka molu dundi damento wolem security wing tankada bunda nying jebe nyamin anin kasola bunda kono fanum ba nyin jama kasola nka jamalu nyanta tarla damenuto wulu be tara nyamento
the torture of inmates,
anin ika tajire ya menke kasola nkolula bungo kono je
the unlawful discrimination against female prison officers,
anin kasola musudo kulalu ika fatam fansi tilimbali ya mem fananta mandi wolu kang ila do ko kono
and the deaths in the prisons,
anin sayalu menu ke kaso bundala
and finally
anin labango
the low caliber of prison officers.
kasola do kulalu men yalon ko wollem kantarlalti kasola wulnata ke moluti men yalon ko ila makamolu doyata bake.
And in closing, if you wish, you can give us points about things recommendations you may have to improve the conditions in the prisons for institutional reform as well.
Ko bandulato ite fanansi kuma kangulu fo isiya marolu dinole falingulu men ya lonko inyanta kela menusi bete ya ka dinkira nyim fisiandi ka bondi e tinya dato ka londi silolu kam men ya lonko kasonya ntatarla wole nyama ite fanansi o ya marolu dinole mensi kaso bunda la kulu fanalu nyinyandi ka betandi ko kasonya ntatarla nyami.
Ready to proceed?
Saying ipareta le ka tentembang.
Yes. It's a long list. In which language would you like to testify? Feel free to choose whatever language, vernacular or English language, it wouldn't matter to us.
Kawo kan diate sidia munola angale kango na banko kangolu kango kam sono yate te fedro.
Speak in the language which you believe your testimony would make your testimony most meaningful to the people.
Kam fo me yalonko. Wale baytandi la ila CDRO molu safaham asi dalila soto molie asi nafa soto molie ya long ikamemfo.
Then I think I need to speak to Mandinka because most of the audience viewing me right now, most of them I could say are illiterate. So it will be better for me to speak in vernacular.
Bitung ako nyina be dia la idea mu maninga kangoto ka to juberi la lu menu siata nyin tembeng wol be maninga kamo moyla le woto be dia la pra idea mu maninga kangoto.
Perfect. Welcome, Mr. Witness.
Lead counsel koy bismillah sedo.
Can you tell us your full names, please?
Ito ani kontongo fonyeng.
Ntomo Ansumana Manneh leti.
Akato mu Ansumana Manneh leti. He said his name is Ansumana Manneh.
Well, because of the change in our arrangements, the interpreters are making the adjustments. So we just allow them a few seconds and they should be ready. Thank you very much. So could you again tell us your full names, please?
Ntomo Ansumana Manneh leti.
My name is Ansumana Manneh.
What is your date and place of birth?
Wulu alaya ke wulutas lunjumale sanjuma ani wuluta sate jumale to.
Wuluta August Karo Tiltani Lulu 1970. Wuluta Kombolamen le.
I was born on the 15th of August.
At Kombolamen.
1970 in Kombolamen.
Thank you very much. And kindly give us your educational background, just very briefly, please.
Asutiyandi bari ila karango londo ya dati mintole foina ta dan damin asutiyandi dron yo fanam fonyen.
Nga karango kumasi lamen kombo lamen le fangoto St. Peter's Primary School.
I started my schooling at Kombolamin at St. Peter's Primary School.
Wato 1977.
In 1977.
Rafo 1983.
Up till 1983.
Common entrance seat.
I took the common entrance.
Nadata Brikama Secondary or some Kilingwala.
And then I proceeded to the Brikama Secondary School in that same year.
Nga secondary education, secondary for living certificate examination, okay.
I spent 4 years there and I got my secondary 4 living certificate.
Then 1988.
Then in 1988,
Nara ta doku in Gambia Prison Service.
I sought employment at the Gambia Prison Service.
And could you kindly tell us briefly your progression within the prison service?
Saying a fonyen ku sutundorong ila pala solu bulata nyono ma nyamen kaso do ku bunda la biri dunda je.
Training ke November, on the 1st of November kara for almost March 1989 kono.
We started our training from the 1st of November to March in 1989.
We didn't pass out in Atanjanjandi.
After we passed out, we were posted.
The Natata Ngadoko Kumase Mile 2 Central Prisons.
And I started my work at Mile 2 Central Prisons.
Sanji Kilin Doku General Fenkoto duties.
I spent 1 year working on general duties.
Okola in Atambondige and Samba in adult literacy COSLA, WEC, World Evangelical Mission.
After that, I was taken for an adult literacy program at the World Evangelical Mission.
Mbewoto nka personal karande local languages wala Mandinka kao.
I was there and I was teaching the prisoners the local languages, Mandinka.
Sanji dantan soto.
I spent a couple of years there.
Inatam Samba yen Samba reception.
Then I was moved to the reception.
Reception lo dami alon ko wala ka personal admit ni personal unta nathena wala ke admit.
Reception is the place where prisoners are admitted when they are brought in.
And
when prisoners are being released, they also prepare their documents. And also the belongings of the prisoners, they handle that. I was there for a couple of years. Then I was transferred to Makati to handle the reception there. I had 4 years there. Then I returned back to Mile 2. Mile 2 when I returned, my immediate superior was moved to Janjambure. So I took charge of the place for a number of years.
1999.
I was there, and in 1999, the children's prison at the Joshua called the juvenile wing. They started it. An examination took place, and I was amongst those that passed, and I was taken there.
1999 for 2010.
I think from 1999 up till 2010, I was there. Yes.
And your ranks, how did you progress to become Director General or Commissioner General?
Saying ilama kamulu ibulata nyuno manyadi le hanu fo inata ke Commissioner General ti wala Director General kasodo ku bundala.
Jarda tambira ni promotion le nga kumase kabirin couple.
I went through promotions, beginning with Corporal.
1995 lenga na couple osoro.
I had my Corporal promotions in 1995.
1994 lenga na couple osoro.
I beg your pardon, it was in 1994 when I became a Corporal.
Then in Adam promote to Sagin, obey o enter Makatile, o promotion for be enter Makatile.
And then I was promoted to a sergeant, but all this while I was still in Makati.
Boda Makati na Mile to bring Keta in Chayo Tigana a reception auto yena yenke sub-inspector, POD, principal officer.
When I returned from Makati to the reception, I was promoted as sub-inspector.
Mbe bring bota gero nata mamme nata yem promote ko to a senior principal officer or inspector.
Then thereafter, not long after, I was promoted to senior prison officer.
Then mboring kola je nata ato mina dine wala dulato.
It was there that I went to the juvenile wing.
Nata promote and wokola nga courses jamal leke mini alon ko de ni dine wala maral nyale tata nyola.
Thereafter, I was promoted again, but after that, we had several courses which had to do with issues bordering on juvenile detention.
Social welfare training jamal fan conduct.
The social welfare department conducted a lot of trainings.
And they work on along a VSO, British charity organization, Gambia voluntary service overseas.
It was during that time that the VSO, which is a British charitable organization, voluntary service organization, sponsored me, and I went to the GTTI for a 1-year program. So that was how my promotions went.
Juvenile wing in 2010.
When I was at the juvenile wing in 2010,
mile 2 head office kuto yeleta.
At that time, the new head office at Mile 2 was opened.
Inatan mbondi juvenile we in Samba Mile 2 to be the commissioner of administration.
I was moved from the juvenile wing back to Mile 2 to become the commissioner of administration. I was there until
kono nkabo yembondi jeto yen samba security wing Mile 2 security wing dami alon ko lom kasola bunda fanna do timi alon ka Mile 2 kono jeto.
I was there for some time, and then I was posted to the security wing within Mile 2.
Me oto nga wati dan tanke jeto nata boji yen samba Joshua kata mara jela ko tanke.
I spent some time there, and then I was moved again to Joshua to head the prison there.
Me Joshua 2015 yembondi jeto yen samba Ministry of Interior as staff officer.
I was there, but in 2015 I was taken to the Ministry of Interior as a staff officer.
Me olto fo falingonata interrogator.
And that was where I was until the changeover of government.
Nata later also woldo ko ngata amara Gambia prison service la.
And that was where I got my letter of appointment that I was to go and take charge of the Gambia prisons.
As what?
As Palasi Juma, Director General.
As the Director General.
And Mr. Manneh, with that, you would agree with me that you have worked in almost all the most important sectors of the Gambia prison service, correct?
Mr. Manneh, bitu ibe son na nyina ko, yenyi membe sata tenwe yenyi itandi ko, kasola bunda lube itambita bunda jamal la faida ya bunda lube male Gambia la kaso doku bunda la.
Hari.
Yes.
And also, you worked in the prison system continuously, without interruption, between 1994 and January 2017, correct?
Amunta kadamuta 1994 kana January 2017 amunta ite do ko kele katenten do ko la kasola fanal ni bunda lubela banko kanjang.
For what minna mbota gito data interior.
Yes, except the time that I was moved to the Interior Department.
But even while at the Interior Department, you were a staff officer there representing the prison service, correct?
Anatara samba interior bari bedo ko la wairi mu staff officer ti bari hanimbi ibelorin kaso bunda la fanana do ko kunna.
Etoli en samba gele comme staff officer bari intela taro intela tajeto ente mantara marlen prisons la kula kante ente samba gele kaje ko coming masula nadari yenjang fandi gele technical mi yalon ko yenjang fandi gele.
I was taken there as a staff officer, but I was not in charge of the prisons. My going there was just to isolate me. It's like they did not want me, and they used that as a ploy to get me out of the way.
We would come to that issue, but from what you have said, you have worked all your working life at the Gambia Prison Service?
Mbina otole nyaton to domande bari bitunga munta ete la duko menke ila balu taro palaso mume obeto aketa kasola duko bundale kunna.
Ha.
Yes.
Would I be correct to say, therefore, that you are one of the most experienced and one of the most knowledgeable about the Gambia prisons and the prison service?
Woto nsenyi mfono le ko menu ye duko keje ite mu moleti me ya lonko yilondi saharin soto andu ye faham rofa nan soto Gambia la kaso duko bundala katambi modolu beti men ya lonko ye duko ke kasola karola.
Yes, that could be.
Sir, could you tell us what is the understanding of the officers and staff of the Gambia Prison Service as to the purposes or the reasons for imprisonment?
Isa fo no nyele fo do kulalu men be kasola karola la fahamuro mu muneti kaso doko fango la kunyalu kaso fango adalilo mu menti ite la fahamuro mu menti fo isi fo no nyele jeban.
My understanding about prisons is that anyone that is in violation of the law, the law will take its course on you. If you are unfortunate, you will get to prison. The prison will make you regretful of what you have committed, and also it should be done in a humane way.
I understand what you've said, but what I was trying to drive at is what is the understanding of the Gambia Prison Service as to the real purpose, the real reasons people are sent to prison, or what is prison to do for them or for the society.
Kungela kumufahamule ngamo ifanang bari bitung lafta futala damen wala nyinti ko kaso fango dalilo mu muneti wala nyinti menu mutaye sambaje kaso nyanta munekela woliye ila taraje nyanta munekela woliye ila fahamro ni la londo to munaya kendi ibe tarla kaso la fojani be bolaje ila kolu nyanta lala nyadi le kaso la
kaso ndela understanding to namiro to kaso nyanta kela yame wala ngente ko momo tarageto.
My understanding of the prison is that anyone that goes there, anyone that goes in there and comes out must be someone that has changed. And the way that should happen is that there ought to be programs in the prison. If you look at it, most of the inmates are people who are not very knowledgeable.
From what you have said, at this debate that's been interpreted, you're suggesting that prison should be an institution that would help inmates to change. To change in which way?
Amonda ila kumoe meitandi wala mnyintiko. Niye molu nati kasola. Nibe fintela inyanta kela moleti menu falinta. Wo falingo saying mum falinya fason ne muoti.
Falingo fanna jamal lebigeto.
There are different ways that this change can take place.
Dol bigede se makeno coming kamecho dila.
Some you may assist them and train them to have skills.
Dol bigede se makeno le coming ila mirol Kenya ise makeno le ke falinye.
You can also help others by helping to change the way they think. You cannot, all of those things should be in prison because it's not every human being that is perfect.
In a sense, the prisons is to help reform and rehabilitate the inmates so that they may be taken back to society as better people, better individuals. Is that what you're saying?
kaso kanyine ke molie ni mentata je foybe bulaje wato be ngo mari nyanta falinnale pour na muruta nan jama mulu kono asike moti men hadama ya beteyata ka fisiya ka tambi nunto abe nyamin satara sayin a falinta asidun jama kono anin jama molie kanyang satara marie hadama ya kulu fanalu long
wala famu prison la mototi.
That is the motto of the prisons.
But in reality, between 1994 and January 2017,
1994 in January 2017 tema
was the Gambia prisons, the central prisons or the prison system, organized in a way to produce those results we talked about, reform and rehabilitation?
Munta ko ay wuccew mom foten kabo January 1994 kana 2017 January ko ya foten nyamin kaso dum Gambia kaso ibe larin wole nyama bang ila ko be tama kan wole nyama bang fa be nyadi
amantara wo nyama.
It wasn't like that.
Why do you say that?
Sila munan na yow fo
Katuko program ne tike do min sad na ko isa sugindi wala ka ko ni programme pour ka inmersol ma ko elom pour ni funjita sini so me se keno e famma ko elati a programme o tenu ngeno
Because there was no such program which you can associate with that, which you can say that this is a program which is intended to assist the inmates so that when they leave, they will become independent people.
adunga kalamuda watu menambe commissioner of administration yala
I can recall while I was commissioner of administration,
institution do bi ka fay inside training center
there is an institution called Insight Training Center.
si nyajama e kana former director e ka approach
On many occasions, they approached my former director.
pour ilafta la programme la fe na pour prisoner min be konto gere se famuna fangale se ma ko eno ke karandi
They wanted to bring in programs which will help to empower the inmates.
para programme o nyin fonte taranga bula geto mamira programme o keta.
But this program, until I left, I do not think it ever took place.
So usata ni nana ko manke hamon na nyaton ka follow la hamoti no pour ka prisoner je o temboro.
That shows that that was never the intention of our former head.
Yeah, in essence, the prison system was used only to keep people who are sentenced to prison.
munta o tembo kaso keta nyineti dorong ni men kitindi ko anyanta soronna kaso mu nyineti dorong kawlunati ke sindi lalaje
Abole nyamanu.
That was how it was.
Would you agree that that was basically punishment and nothing else?
fo ibe sonna nyina ko wo mu mo ka mo tilimbalia kululem dorong wo kola femfenteng
La ta wala ko punishment wala wari ka ko dulase ngi nya nyawnya hani nyi dula ni ya muta ya hada madi wona fe nangere ya na fe nangere alla nyantol ya balala dron anina dulase ngi nya nyawnya anina ni dia sot la gero.
I can say that yes, because even here, no matter how nice and beautiful this place is, if you bring someone here and you keep the person here and you violate their rights, they
will never be happy, and there will be nothing for them.
And that is the point I want to come to, the violation of the rights. Would you say that the prisons in Gambia was used as a tool to punish political opponents?
So for now, for no, like I go, Kalamatan again, what we mean, Eka Kasoto killing 5-star hotel and
I can say that because we were aware at a time when the prison was being referred to as a 5-star hotel.
And, well, if we call the prison a 5-star hotel, just by itself does not mean much. Could you explain what you mean by what you've just said? That the prison was called as a 5-star hotel, and as such, it was used as a tool to punish opponents. Could you explain that?
Faisio bonye nyoto demanding. Katu niko kaso ye woto kiliko je mu 5-star hotel leti wala hotel 4 lingo. Woto saying amunta mbolem nyinti ko kaso lankolu menu ke nati je man sab kunda nyo saba nyolu wotumo amunta ka wolle nati nunje bang pour ke tajriya o dalilo le yafo akendi ikafo je ko 5-star hotel fo amunta awole mbang
man sakunda la kundu kumba jamal ngay jël nuy jartana jelale jama balla fawmodi andi ke na fena kaso kono le.
Many officials of government were brought to the prisons. Many of them passed through the prisons.
But that is normal in every society. But can you explain to us how the prison service was used as a tool against political opponents? I know you've used the label that they used to call it the 5-star hotel, but can you tell us how that so-called 5-star hotel was used as a tool to punish people?
Ha ngalon na utumu pur kafo kasoye ko 5-star hotel bari lafta ya fonyen ye woto ke jorango ti nyadile pur ka nyo saba nyolu mantora ke ka foko be kulu kanne ke tora ke nati ke dundi kasola menketa itelu nyo saba nyolti ya ke jorango ti nyadile pur ka mantoro la o molukan ikamenu nati je
Badunga example dantang tandil alla coming.
Allow me to give you a few examples.
Coming ka jibero ke visit.
For instance, visits.
Among nyantolti pro prisoner inawe kasokono.
It's a right of the prisoner.
Bari certain groups will bigero.
But there were certain groups.
Ni wol nata kasokono.
When they came into the prison,
janibe visit sula kamele.
Before they got visitors, it takes a long time.
Andu nga nsafenga officer jamal fango bigero.
And there were many officers.
Ila problemo sunta o molle la pour que dema.
Their problem relies on those people. Their assistance was reliant on those visits.
Ila problemo sunta wolle la dema Roma. Ila problemo ila.
Their problems emanated from those people.
Kadu ko coming ka ike mako do coming ka foko e mollo miti munia lon ko e be demaro daldo.
These are the people who were assisting them.
O jamal sota gedo official mi yalan ko idindo ko kono just pour ka in mesol mako because muno mansaya nyalo e kanne ko ajawol lomiri.
Many officers got into problems as a result of that because they were assisting these inmates and the government had eyed these individuals as enemies.
But I would change the question a little bit, and I'll take a step backwards. Perhaps as a first step, can you tell us what was the procedure for admitting inmates into the prison?
Say mune mu simfa foloti pour nie mo nati ka dundi kasola mune folo nyanta kake.
Admission of Kenya ning ye momo na fena either by police or lomba wala momo yalan ko luale sembentu ya pour ka mo na fena kasokono.
The way it goes is that anyone that is brought in, either by the police or any other security outfit that is empowered to do that,
ina kaiti senangol na sana mi yalan ka bosenang kiti bungoldo.
And you come with your proper documents from the courthouse.
Wala loud la fana mi yalan ko yesembentu lwa yesembentu yale pour ka kaito sifadi.
Or any other institution that empowers you by law to carry out such act. When they come in, our work is such that every prisoner that is brought in has his or her name written on the document. After that, we issue you a receipt. Then we give you your receipt and you leave the prisoner with us.
Then process to continue.
And then we would continue with the other processes.
That is the correct statement of the law. And in fact, I'll just refer to the Prison Act, Section 31, and I will read out a few provisions which really are in line with the explanation you've just given. And Section 31(1) states as follows. Do not interpret this. Okay. It says, no prisoner shall be admitted to a prison unless accompanied by a warrant or order of detention, by a remand warrant, a warrant or order of detention, a warrant of conviction, or of committal or an order of a court-martial, provided that the child of a female prisoner may be admitted into a prison into a prison with its mother if it is less than 2 years old, or if the medical officer of the prison so advises. And the second point you raised is in subsection 2, that the officer in charge shall verify that the prisoner is the person named in the warrant or order, and that such warrant or order bears the signature and seal of the proper authority, and in all other respects complies with the requirements of the law. That's how you understand the procedure for admission, correct?
Yes.
Was this complied with between 1994 and January 2017?
Ay kumembe sata teng. Sayin wairi fanga ya faham. Sayin inata tiling wo sarto lale ye tamandi wole nyama bang kabu 1994 kana 2017.
Sartol dol bigeto in wol timatale kadu ko korsol siatale nga capricinal bon soto nang fana jamalela.
Some instructions were adhered to, but there were many cases, and we had prisoners from different places.
Kadu ko nga prisoner received from magistrate court.
Because we received prisoners from the magistrate's court.
Ka prisoner received from Kadi court.
We received prisoners from the Kadi court.
Ka prisoner received from district tribunal.
We received prisoners even from the district tribunal.
Ka prisoner dol fana soro wa do kana na from momalo ikabonan damende kena fena ko executive or direction.
But there were also other prisoners that we received, and they came from nowhere. They were just brought in there, and what we were told is that they were brought there as a result of an executive order.
You've mentioned the various sources where you would receive your inmates from.
Yebunda jamafo kaso moluka bonan dameng ikan menu nati aliye kasola.
And generally, these are the courts. Those that came from the courts and the tribunals, did they come, or would they always come with a detention order or a warrant?
Melno kabo kiti bundal. Ni wol nataje inin kayti saharingol le kanaje ka foko ni nyanta tar la mutole kon walla kaytolu kanale men yalon ko wolle kela kolu seneyandi nyanta kala nyamin.
Ha enia kanale.
Yes, they usually came with them.
You have also mentioned another category of detainees who you say they would just come and say this is an executive directive. I want to concentrate on that category.
Yanyum fanam foko e ka dolu nati jele ka foko nyilide executive directive wala banko nyaton ko la kango kang wala yakende nyil nati jang akwa lafta anyati lina wo bundale la sai.
Who would these people normally be?
Wolu kake mojuma nyolleti.
Jama ikake ikabuna fana jamalela hani masakunda doku yalbe konole.
Mostly they came from various places. Even government workers or officials were there.
District heads wol gele muni yalon kay be kono jeto.
There were district heads that were also amongst them.
Civilian dol ngejele be kono jeto.
We also saw civilians in the midst.
A businessman balge muni yale tolbota ngeje kono jere.
We saw many popular businessmen there.
We also saw
many opposition members who are not in line with the government. We also saw religious leaders being brought in.
And which institutions within the government would normally bring these kinds of detainees to the prisons?
Mansa kunda la doku bunda jumale dunka wo kasolan ka fasong wo mo fasongulu nati kana kasola.
Mostly, they would say that they come from the NIA.
Would they be accompanied by a warrant or a signed order
authorizing
their detention?
tonya kango sotontale me ya kendi nyili nyanta soronna wo iniwo kaytolu kanale bang
jama ini bikena hani munu fanke na fena fa yibi kengi ninke tola fa.
Mostly they don't come with them, and even those that bring them along, who escort them, you don't even ask what their names are.
Why?
Munanna
You will not even think of that.
Could you take that answer again?
You will not muster the courage. You will not muster the courage to ask them. They will not even give you the opportunity to ask them the names. We have some records where you just write down NIA officer, except the number plate of their vehicles, but you cannot muster the courage to ask their names.
Has any prison officer ever informed these people that you cannot just bring a person and dump the person in the prison? There must be some official paperwork which would have to be signed and stamped by the authority committing the person to prison. Have you ever informed these people of that fact?
Nyilu menu kawo mo fasongolu nati kasola je. Fo kasola nka doku lalu sotontale wala doku la sotontale. Men nene yo molu nyininka ka foko. Nibe mo nati la kasola jang. Anin kaiti sahari ngole nyanta na la jang. Me ya lonko. Alfaya sign me ya kango soto ka foko. Nyimari nyanta na la kasola nyindali la kari kang. Fo kasola nka dolu sotontale menu nene yo molu nyininka. Menu kawo molu nati kasola je.
Jama ni bina umol na fel nanging a former director like a diamu follow.
Mostly during those days when they were bringing such prisoners, they used to communicate with the former director.
Then was in anayo kibaro dialla ko be monangam na fel nangento barali alita.
Then he would come and inform us that such and such prisoner was being brought and you should admit them. Thereafter, you will not have the courage to refuse to do that.
Who is the former director you are referring to?
Director men Jumal Moti men bejenung.
Doko ke director Jamal Kolo bari David Kolira Watola.
I worked under many directors, but this was during the tenure of David Colley.
This David Colley, where is he from?
In David Colley Botami.
I don't know where he hails from, but he has a compound in Kanilai. He has another compound in New Yundum.
So in a sense, what you are telling us is that people were admitted into the prison in blatant violation of the law.
Amonta benyina foka nyanko e kamolu nati kasola ke soronje adum ilaw soronya amonta luati nyale famoti kaw molu nati ke soron na kasola je kaititeji
se tamanster kilin fango dile fang officer felemi ya lonka be sanga be doku wala drug squad le dilek.
I can give you an example. There was one officer who is currently working with the Drug Law Enforcement Agency. He was on duties on that day at Mile 2. They brought someone. And the manner in which the person was brought in was not very pleasing to him. And for him to take the stance to tell them that the state or condition in which you brought this prisoner should not be, that was the only reason which led to his loss of his job. Whether he was tortured or not, I do not know, but he was taken away. But after he returned, that was how he lost his job.
Drug squad in Arata will sign doku.
And until he was recruited by the drug squad.
Mr. Manneh, you have explained the story in a way that you haven't said half of what happened. Tell us exactly what happened, who was involved, who was brought to the prison.
Ako keta nyami ya banke barbitum imman ko be sene andinye ye jumale nati kasola wolum aninyi mari mellota ka foko aliyenyi nati nyame nga man sahaya lafta le yo to be seneyandi mennata aninyi mari ay kolu je nyamin lafta han fo ya foko inata mari samba ya samba nyaadi le muneke fo ya samba akoni lafta le yo to seneyandi.
Explain the full story so that we can all have a good understanding of what happened.
Akoni be keta nyamin kabrin ye mennati meya nati aninga kolu be tamata nyamin lafta yo le be sata ya seneyandi.
This
particular officer I'm referring to is called Ibrahim Sise.
The former Army General in Gambia kono janto.
And the prisoner I was referring to was Lang Tombon Tamba, former Army General.
Lantombon na fe nan kaso kono abenu kaso kono ya murun nan kaso kono bara anata Kenya mi nyama amang fenke amang sise kondan.
He was in prison, taken out, but when he was returned, his state was not pleasing to this man.
Why wasn't it not pleasing to Ibrahim Sise?
Munan na amar kasolan ko nyimbiri amurundi nang ala taranya munan na Ibrahim Sise manseo ala kola.
Because the condition in which he was taken out was not the same that he was returned in.
What was it that was so striking about how he was taken out?
Mune keta kawa kuoti biri ya samba ka murundi nang alawo murundi o nang mune keta kuti me ya kendi hanfo officer nyimang la kola man sewa kola dal.
Well, you completed the question and asked it in a more complete fashion than I have. Thank you very much for anticipating what I wanted to say, but I haven't quite gone that far yet.
Okay.
Thank you very much. What I am trying to ask, Mr. Manneh,
Mr. Manneh,
what is the difference in his appearance from when he was taken and when he was returned?
Nyimari la fatam fanso ketamuneti ibas abiba sambala tumomen abe nyamimma animbiri ya murundi nang abe nyamim mune keta fatam fanso tije,
which was not so pleasing to Ibrahim Sise.
Me ya lonko wala mang Ibrahim Sise nyafa.
Biringa beta nga ba fambulu aba fan ala normal strength also.
When he was going, he was himself, he had his normal strength. But when he was being brought back, he was weak and almost unconscious.
As a result of what?
I cannot say that.
Mr. Manneh, you know what happened. Just tell us the truth. Tell us exactly as you know it.
Ite ya je nyaming, ya lo nyaming, ya nati nyaming. Unlafta yoto le sene yandi nyekatu, ni mwota ata kuketala. Tumandolu wairi amari natale. Abe nyaming at least si sobino le menketala. Lafta yo le fonye.
Okay, tinkwali ador ne se sabu no. Tinkwali ador yole kala, wole asabu, wole bo sabu la dron, wole alhala sifa sabu la.
Well, that can only be referred to as brutality. He was brutalized in a way that he was not himself when he was brought back.
Are you saying he was tortured and returned to the prison weak and unable to handle himself?
Amunta wala mnyintiko. Biri ya samba ya murundi na ntumomeng. Ya tajire yale hanufo amantara afango la manaki boto. Biri ya murundi na nkasola.
That I can say.
And why did Ibrahim Sise get a problem?
Sila munana Ibrahim Sise nata kole ya kuoso toje.
Ngalo wale mandie kadiko Ibrahim balanta ngila ko ata receive la kadiko nana ta fambulu nana ta faka so ko ntolela responsibility mu. Isinaje la kafa ko ya bondina ya nafina wale nyama.
I think they did not like him resisting because he said that if he is to be brought to the prisons, he should be able to be himself, because when he gets into the hands of the prison officers, he will be under their control and custody.
And if he happens to die there, the prison officers will be blamed.
And what was Ibrahim Sise's demand?
Silang Ibrahim Sise nata mune kaningate mune foye.
Ko ata nyintala kata mambo ya wenyama.
He said he will not admit the man because when they were taking him away, he was not in that condition. And
if they wanted him to be admitted, they should go back to the hospital for them to get a document. That was what displeased them.
And then what happened afterwards?
Ibrahim lost his job subsequently.
But say for a lot of those prisoners or detainees who had political problems with Yaya Jammeh, did they or were they brought with warrants?
Womo jamalu meni ke nati je menu ni Yaya Jammeh kole akulu soto ye menu nati kasola woldung wol fanalu dung ye kayto lu soto ne bribe nati labang
in laban natal wol man tarageto ndo falano ko wol na e wol nin kayto na fenen bar jama dol bi geto mun yalan ko nin kayto bi kananan.
The ones that came lastly, I was not there, I cannot say anything about them. But in most cases, they came without any documentation.
Would you say that it was a tolerated practice at the prisons that the NIA would just bring prisoners and dump them there without any paperwork?
Monsignum foko nyimu kuleti me yalon ko kasola do ku bunda sontalale NIA ikamolu nati la jele drong ke fay la kasola je endum inin kayti bukana wolding kayti bukana kulom nyinti me yalon ko anata ke won le nyama kasola je.
Yes.
And apart from this Ibrahim Cissé, do you know of any other situation when admission of a prisoner was challenged because of the lack of documentation?
Ni Ibrahim Cissé la kuokola foisi bo kalama ko ye modo fana nati jele me yalon ko officer men nyanta dila men na kasola je face ke moti men fanansi wo kukili mutamandi ko Cissé men kenung me yalon ko asikola ya kusabu je fo wo nyongone ne sotota jele
hanna keta je ma kala mutam ko moyo challenge do kado ko e kamin fodore ko nin kanko rawo e mamba fa ni nyaay tuule ko je ke borala.
Okay, what I can say about that is what happened to Ibrahim Cissé became an example for others. Because as a Mandinka proverb goes, if a masquerade should kill your granny, then if you see another one, you will run away.
And the prison officers would never challenge the authority of the NIA or any of these security agencies to come and dump prisoners to them at the prisons.
Munda silanga nata kenyinti ko NIA wala nyen kanto nin tankada bunda dokula kotangulu wul kamulu nati no lele drong inen kayti bukana kamulu dundi la kasola je wonya kayti tije.
Yes.
Is there a rule on removal of prisoners from the prison?
Fodum sarto bijele bang e kamolu fintindi dali sarto lu menu la ke fintindi kasoko
sarto bigele kadu ko ni we prisoner na fe kanang ikarisido drole ya dila katandila ko pour ya bonda damendo kataka itadi wala ko ngani prisoner frandi ngenta frandi la damendo.
Yes, there are rules because when a prisoner is been admitted, we issue with a receipt so that you can present it to the office which directed for the person to be detained to prove that, in fact, the prisoner has been delivered to the right place.
And ni fana ni be prisoner fana fundi la gere fana receipt klingo fana bigele ko wala fana muta ya kunti prisoner to safa balaka tandi ko yenyi prisoner bondi ganne pour sini soma ning prisoner ni manna muru nang inata prisoner la ko ngini kay te ke rifala ila receipt lo ko kari la bondi ganni lunkarla a fele ala signature fele.
In the same way, when a prisoner is being removed, a receipt is issued to the officer accompanying him with the prisoner's name written to on the receipt, so that if in future something happens to the prisoner or he or she fails to return, you can refer to that receipt and be able to know who it was that took the prisoner away.
For detainees who are in the prison and removed by the NIA, during that time, would you follow that procedure of issuing a receipt to say that this person has taken out a particular prisoner?
Wotembo NIA lu kana menu dolu kamaje ke samba folu fanalu ikaw receipt façon kilingule de dawulu fanali ni bitala bang fodung ikaw kenyadi le NIA lu kana dro ye chikaye samba fodung akakedile
receipt kadedale gate.
Receipts were prepared,
but this would be at the gate.
Andu wakake bundalati
main gate.
at the main gate.
And what information would be recorded?
Sila ka mun kibar le safe wo kaytol bala.
Men get book nya fulale bigeto daily occurrence book bigele.
There are 2 books at the gate. There's one on daily occurrences.
Daily occurrence activities sol katara wala kan komi minute ndana wati jimalle nata minela.
On the daily occurrences is where it is written who came in, what their purpose of visit is.
Ani nyingi receipt book ni ko fana o mo pour inmate solete komi mol min nata ikama gede kari prisina to safe wala bala ani min nata kama la number sign.
And the receipt book also is for the inmates who has come to collect him or her, the inmate's name, the person collecting the inmate, and their telephone number.
Are you aware that a lot of the times the NIA will refuse to provide any details, and that the only information that could be taken would be the number of the vehicle?
Ko ibota nyin kalamale bang tumodo le NIA ul kabalan ne pour ka kibar di do kulal kamen keno dron wolem kamoto nyin na nomba safe fo ibota fanan kalamale bang
Nga wala fo jan sign na buko na daily occurrence wala indicate janto sign. Kat nga findings jama min ken na fen ko de nga gele ko motola number da mal safe da bari mol mi nate ta wala nate sambanang wolto man taragero.
That is what I said just moments ago, that when you look at our daily occurrence book, you will see that inmates were being taken out, but the individuals who took them out are not named. The only thing we found in the book were just numbers of the vehicles.
Was that in adherence to normal procedure or it was wrong?
Fodum wonin sartolu tata nyola le menketa kutilindi unti fodum wo manke sila tilindu
Amanke silati.
It's not proper.
Was that ever queried?
fodum molu sotonta le men yo ko wasi bang
Monene mo query.
Nobody queried that, ever.
Why?
munanna
Ado ku killing doron nam momo be sila refund na.
It's the same thing. Everybody was fearful, protecting themselves.
Fearful of what?
ka sila munela
Kana na ke client oti hotel star 5-star hotel ongindo.
So that you do not become a client at a 5-star hotel.
Can you explain that? How would that normally happen? For the custodians of the 5-star hotel to be made clients of the 5-star hotel?
o fanyen wo ka kenya dile menu famlu mu 5-star hotel o maralalti e wol famlu kana kenya dile o hotel o dinguluti
O nga o jama balgele.
We have seen many of those that
Jama
type.
balgele.
Many of that type.
Could you explain that?
wo bonye nyoto ba keta akakenye wo ka kenya dile
Nga officer jama so moni alam ke nene diten gele not even from the court but from the director general or nga official gele moni alam ke diten gele.
We had officers who were detained, and their detention did not come from the courts. They happened because the Director General asked that they be detained.
And which Director General are you referring to?
Umu Director General Jumaleti Mayo Kamadi.
Okera David Damal time wala.
That will happen only during David's time.
You know, Mr. Manneh, that under the Prisons Act, a prison officer can be detained, but that would be only for a brief period, which is, say, for 2 days, and it would be on remand conditions. Are you aware of that?
Malum foi bota nyin kalamale Mr. Manneh ko hani kaso la kantalalu isi mutanole barabu katambi tilifulala yo ikatara wo ken ko taranyale ma andu fana ka kay remand la karole la pour que mutaje
Mangena kala remand la karo fama la fa ngenda kala special faculty ga hoda ngenda kala in a CB form le comme ye confined to barracks for certain number of coming nga fanya min wati fula bari nga official ceremony alon ko lokum fula soro kaso kono remand gere ni normal prisoner bigero.
Let me refer to the law. It says, Section 27 of the Act, it says any prison officer may arrest without warrant any prison officer not being an officer of his own or of superior rank or grade who is accused of an offense under Section 23 of this Act. A prison officer effecting an arrest under this section shall forthwith bring the accused person before an officer in charge, who shall cause the case to be heard by a competent authority without undue delay, and may order the remand of the accused in custody for so long as may reasonably be necessary. So under the Act, under Section 27, it is permissible to arrest and detain a prison officer, but in remand custody for as long as may reasonably be necessary. That is what your Act says.
Council, just to interrupt you, what does Section 23 list as offenses?
Section 23 lists offenses that members of the prison service may commit. Yes. Okay. Let me list them out for you. Like neglect of duty without undue authority discloses or conveys information. All the plethora of offenses that a prison officer can commit. Say, for instance, hold over a complaint or report against a prison officer, and joins in making anonymous complaints, and a host of them. So if a prison officer is accused of such a crime, the superior officer to whom the matter is reported could cause that prison officer to be remanded in custody. But was it applied as stated in the law, or was it applied differently?
Amunta silang aka menyinin katen wala mnyintiko. Ay sarto lumenu be karanteng kabring ila bunda muani worowla kana bunda muani sabanjangoto konim prisin dokula e kuke ay melnu foten menketa ila sarto lutinyati hanu fo ya ko samba moya menna palaso be o prisin dokula la palaso e santo saying wodum kuleti me ya lonko amari sembo soto pru ka mari mutaka sambari man fodum anyanta tamala nyadile
amira akabingini ka wole nginde ko fo akake wole nyama bang fo amangena fo woli atamandi osiro nyama bang
wole ko ya ka nyale mabang fo do imaka nyama
no imaka nyama nde ngaje nyami.
They did not adhere to the rules, because the way I see things, all that got into remand as a result of that problem, these were people that were high-marked. They marked them such that even if they committed a very insignificant mistake, they were going to put them into prison.
Just one last question before we go on break. The prison is divided into wings. Could you tell us those wings?
Kaso ya talang fanal leto. O fanalu fonye bang?
Fanal le bigeto katu ni tata mile 2.
There are departments, because if you go to mile 2, once you get in on the left, you have the security wing.
Security wing, female will be attacking gele. I sansango sotomi alonko. I wolo sotomi alonko. I think many are separate.
And just attached there is an enclosure for the female wing.
Many are fana bole konogero.
And you also have the main yard.
Yeriman fana soda fayo fana be bulbala karola ni be dun kan banjul kono wala ndi force fen kodi.
Remand is on his own on the right if you're coming from the Banjul end.
These officers you mentioned, would they ordinarily be detained in the remand wing or in some other wing?
Yenying officer lumenu foteng ni yemuta. Ike sambari man le bang fodung ike samba bunda kotengol le la meno be konotoji.
Jamali ka wol sambari man le.
Yes, mostly they were taken to the remand wing.
And others?
Dol bigeto muni alan ke ne samba security wing bari wol mansia bari jama ke sambari man wing le.
Some were there who were taken to the security wing, but they were not many. Mostly they were taken to the remand wing.
Would it be lawful, as far as you understand, to take a prison officer to the security wing?
Following ni lua tata nyola le security officer ni omuta purka samba security wing fodo woni sartol tata nyola
under this law section 27
o lua nyin koto bunda mu ni ngoro bulanjango section 27 akoto
amanyang.
It's not proper.
Mr. Chair, we take a break and we'll return as you would direct. Thank you.
Thank you, Council, and thank you, Mr. Manneh. We will take a 30-minute break and come back at 12:10. Thank you. Meeting is adjourned.
Yaran yilla domoro kadiyata.
Boy, janno CK's restaurant.
Sa nako be ninna dimbal. Nimba domoro kala janno.
Domoro seneyata adiyata topotoro fanan kendema bije. Luntan during tamala abeka domoro ki janni. Adi manda wala de. Teka we bijele anim fanan ka fadi jang ikono e fa. E ka fa minne ko pastry anim bakery. Iko fanan be kalele. Badde lomba conference lomba workshop lomba ye fo pendin lo dunia kono domoro betama nyillom international o tewoda number 1
amanke ba domola jandama
esa domo jang is atariya
wo mu kubandi
sa nako sa futandin
oto sa nako be mu CK's restaurant
dafa na janna mu yat ni manje dorom bijam
aban
CK's restaurant, known for best quality food and customer satisfaction.
Stewart & Co. Solicitors, a legal excellence firm in London that can help you with all aspects of your legal work. If you are looking at immigrating to the United Kingdom, Stewart & Co. can help you to set up business, buy houses in the UK, and will deal with all your legal works from start to finish.
For all your general immigration work, we can help you with that as well. If you apply for any form of visa, whether student visas, settlement visas, marriage visas, or a child wanting to come to the United Kingdom to settle with the family, we can help you to achieve your goals.
Stewart & Co. Solicitors, a legal excellence firm specializing in conveyancing, immigration, litigation, family law, personal injury, licensing, no win, no fee. Contact us today at www.sk-solicitors.com.
We have all the answers for your beauty quest, all the means to beautify you.
Welcome to Skincare Plus of the Gambia. Dalal lañ ak jàmm ci Skincare Plus of the Gambia. Mbal Diala Skincare Plus of the Gambia. But where we're going to start with is one of our star products, 55H Plus Paris. We do have 4 different formulas of 55H Plus, starting from the Harmony Carrot product to Efficacate Replicate to multi-action, and also the formula that is perfect for those that are suffering from acne. The second product I am going to introduce you guys to is our milk protein, which is an excellent product. Main ingredient in this product is alpha hydroxy, which is known to be clearing the skin in such a beautiful way. Now, moving right along, we're going to move to another star product of ours, which is Lighten Up. We do have Lighten Up Regular, Lighten Up Plus Regular, and Lighten Up Gold. Lighten Up Gold is indeed a star product. Mom, dafa nekk product boo xam ne duñ dee never have enough of it in stock. It literally just jumps out of our shelves like at the speed of lightning. Lighten Up Gold. We're gonna get to talk a little bit more about Lighten Up Gold in probably another edition. My brand, my favorite brand, or my ex-favorite brand, that is, because I have switched now, is Kiwi Eye. We do have 4 different formulas of our Kiwi Eye brand. Oriental, képp ku ma xam Kiwi Eye Oriental nga waxane. Man product bi rek ci la daan kontaan, waaye léegi nag switch na, loolu nañ ci waxaat ci kanam tuuti rek. Oriental anti-aging, perfect pour koo xam ne you're over 40. Li tax mooy it has argan oil in it. Argan oil ñëpp xamee nañ ko ci anti-aging. Bu loolu passé Kiwi Eye Gold moom mooy Kiwi Eye brand bi nga xam ne moo gën a ees in the entire Kiwi Eye range. Moom tamit daf laa jox a very nice golden complexion. So amee ay cere am ay problème skin, this will be your go-to product. Kiwi Eye Privilege moo nekk ni baax na lool si ko doon diw sa yaram yaaxu nga bëgg a defaraat xam nga rek def bem baax teg ko ci yoon. Kiwi Eye Privilege war naa doon sa xarit. Kiwi Eye Multi-Action. Mom, but they like the almond products, almond oils. B is what we will recommend to you. We get our products directly from Paris. Paris products comes directly from the manufacturer. François Bidon, Mom can do introduce. Amal nañ the Royal Excellence Carrot. Mom mi nga xamne mom mo gëna popular in the entire François Bidon family. Amal nañ len ko. Amal nañ len Puissance at amal nañ len Extreme tamit. Bu loolu weesoo glow yaa ngi nii glow kenn du ko introduce moom a star product la obviously all the time ñu ngi ko am in stock recently bii mooy coow li Diamond Glow moom la xale yu jigéen ñi di wóor tay yëpp anti binta gaay Diamond Glow kañ la Diamond Glow di ñëw well coow jeex na fi mu nekk nii Diamond Glow is back in stock. For the past couple of days, xam nga rek parel kër Fatou beeg yooyu maa ngi switch to Express Glow xala expressal rek xala glowyal rek moo nekk nii mooy lightning fast glow product bi nga xam ne diwoo ko rek within a week rek am the glow you've been always dreaming of. The most popular glow mooy lemon glow. Bi mooy the most popular one amongst all the glow lines. Lemon glow bi moom moo gën a popular moom lañ dee gën a jaay. But nag ci gàttal amal nañ leen the entire glow correction from Diamond Glow to Extreme Glow, Pure Glow, Cocoa Glow, Lemon Glow, Express Glow, and obviously Carrot Glow. So loolu passé xam naa ne war ngeen a xam by now ne ñun ñooy represent HD26 HD26 Mr Paris ñun ñoo lañ fi nekkal fii si Gambia ñoo lañ indil glutathione product bi mooy seen product bi gën a ees made out of glutathione. Some products amuñ hydroquinone, glutathione la am. Glutathione mooy des new ingredient bi nga xam ne moom la skincare companies yëpp di tiitaroo daal ku defaru glutathione rek definitely yow nekkuloo ci yëf yi. So glutathione moom laa nekk di use from last month on. And du la xeesal pecc waaye nag dafa setal sa yaram dafa génne all the imperfections which we all have du la weexal tal waaye dafa liisal sa yaram nooyal ko nepp Noyal Canep moo nekk nii am nañ the entire collection amal nañ leen lotion bi amal nañ leen cream face cream eye cream what is this one amal nañ leen glycerine amal nañ leen sax a glutathione product boo xam ne pour lunette la moo nekk nii su loolu passé amal nañ leen the glutathione vitamins seen vitamins yi ñoo nekk nii one a day nga ko jël and not only ne dafa leeral sa yaram but it's a very good anti-aging antioxidant anti-aging vitamin la ci gàttal oil si nekk nii HT26 bente rek ñu ci HT26 amal nañ leen 8 different kinds of oil from Barago oil to carrot oil, lemon oil, name it in skincare oil am nañ ko seen oil si is not only for skin but mun nga use oil si for your hair and some are for your entire body góor ñi indil nañ leen a moisturizer who says na diwi jigéen rek lañ dee jaay xam nga rek yéenay suñ xarit buñ defaree jigéen ñi foog yéen tamit ñu sóoraale lañ amal nañ leen a very very good moisturizer very hydrating from HT26 du la xeesal du la leeral dafa ànd rek nooyal sa yaram HT26 ban tey waxoon naa la ni ñoo fi nekkal HT26 seen Topsy Gel bi Topsy Gel line bi moo nekk nii bii pour koo xam ne la waruloo xeesal really waaye leeral rek nga bëgga leeral nooyal mooy bii mooy HT26 Topsy Gel tamit amal nañ leen the entire collection and then moving right along ban tey ñu ngi si HT26 waxoon naa la ni ñun ñoo fi toogal HT26 ma ca Paris HT26 amal nañ leen almost like 9 different collections from them preparation bi moo nekk nii amal nañ leen anti-tache usoon naa ko a couple of months ago actually about 3 months ago moom it says it all the name says it all it is anti-tache soo ko use doo am benn tache at all doo am any spot at all on your skin moo nekk nii du xees waaye nag almost xees la in my world and then amal nañ leen vegetarian boo amoon stretch mark te mu jaaxal la lool dafa fekkut nga ñëw skincare plus vegetarian line bi mooy pour stretch mark mooy pour réew so garabi réew ñi ne ko doon laajte amal nañ leen ko from the laboratories of skincare plus Paris from HT26 Paris that is yes I can't wait for skincare plus Paris anti-aging caviar seen caviar line bi HT26 seen caviar line bi is geared towards anti-aging loolu mooy su dee yaa ngi jéem a gis signs of aging and you want to get rid of them wrinkles age spots or whatever it is the caviar line is highly recommended for that kind of individual ban tey ñu ngi si HT26 amal nañ leen tamit another line of product bu ñoo ooyee white essence ñam 5 different formulas lañ am bi gën a fort ci white essence mooy expertise moo nekk nii moom moo laa weexaltal moom mooy seen strongest formula the second strongest formula in white essence mooy caviar dina la xeesal ba pare tamit it has anti-aging properties as well because of the caviar extract bu loolu passé the third most lightening product from white essence mooy the perfection bee nekk nii xet gi neex na lool and very nice on the skin bu loolu passé the fourth most lightening product mooy Rapporteur bi mooy seen fourth lightening product so su dee da nga am just a black beauty a natural black beauty nga bëgg ko maintain but nga bëgg am just that kind of glow then I will recommend the transparent moom the name says it all it is basically just very transparent ku nekk mën na ko use as long as your goal is just to maintain your natural complexion moo nekk nii transparent amal nañ leen the entire line the soap the lotion the oil the face scrub and the mask
your one-stop shop beauty station. We have all the answers for your beauty quest. All the means to beautify you. Skincare Plus.
Miss B Designer Outlet is the #1 quality and affordable stop shop for all your needs. Get your evening dresses, suit and ties, office wears for both ladies and gentlemen, beach wears, sport wears, pure leather shoes for men, quality belts, bags, heels for our beautiful ladies, original perfumes, accessories, and a lot more. Find us at Kololini Road opposite Gaddafi Mosque at the Aqua Preacher Station, or call us on 295-3411 or 764-2486. Miss B Designer Outlet. Shop right, look good.